Alright guys, hey, Igna here, and today we're going to be going over the new ant that just dropped, the Spotted Velvet. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, so like I said in the little intro, Igna here, and we're going to be jumping right into it because there's no sponsor, nothing. I'll have like the Discord down below for all that. I do still highly support Aptoids, so if you guys want ways to be able to spend money, you can ask in my Discord or whatever for instructions if you haven't figured it out by now, which most have. But alright, let's jump right on into this. So with the Spotted Velvet, we'll go ahead and go to the ant itself. Okay. So they actually have it classified as a season 6 Spotted Velvet, so that's actually interesting because that offers the possibility that we might have a new season coming out fairly soon. So let's get right into the specifics of it. So for the first one, we have the normal soldier caps and special ant level. I'm not really going to go into this too much. It does seem that they're increasing the troop attack and defense throughout these as they're going, plus with skill activation, so that's something to notice. Again, not really going to go through the 3rd and 4th skill or the 6th skill because those are pretty normal and they're slowly increasing over time as they're going along. But we'll get into the other things. So with this one, has a 100% chance to deal 250% plus special ant level 1%. So you're looking at 300 total that you can do to 2 random enemy squads and reduce the target's all skill activation chance by 1.5%. The effect is stackable and lasts for the entire battle. Now the only the 1.5% chance of being able to reduce the possibility of the activation I don't really see as a major downfall unless you have some of the ants that have like a low skill activation chance but like a high damage that might have some effect on it. Obviously that goes up as you unlock it and whatnot, so even still I don't see it as that big of a problem with that. The damage, however, though, is a pretty significant with a 100% chance to do 300% damage. So that is very good. Alright, then we got prepares for 1 round, has a 75% chance to deal 430% damage plus 50 special amp 51%, so it's 50, so 480% damage to 1 random enemy squad, and inflict infected status. When all enemy squad takes damage, enemy squads with infection status take an additional 60% of that damage for 2 rounds. So that's pretty insane. So for that, you're doing an additional, well, it has a chance to do an additional 288% damage, which would bring your total damage from this one skill up to 768 for 1 hit. So that's pretty insane, and that also makes it so that for up to 2 rounds it can do that kind of damage. It does have a prepare for 1 round, so that's something to look at, but that still allows you out of the rounds to be able to again hit every other round. So that's pretty significant when it comes to that. Alright, and then the last one, at the end of the rounds 2, 4, and 6, calculate the total damage dealt by all squads on both sides during that round. The enemy squad with the lowest power takes damage equal to 55% of the total damage, while the squad on our side with the lowest power receives heal equal to 10% of the total damage. So this is, we've seen other ants do it. I can't remember off the top of my head which one does that, but it's basically, it's hurting itself a little bit to be able to heal basically another line. So more than likely, in most cases, that's going to be essentially hurting your back line in the later rounds to be able to heal your front line, which is more of your defense and support rounds. I'll get into what that would be effective with and whatnot. Again, I'm not a big fan of the healing, but the fact that they're kind of switching the heal to be to like a total percent damage of the incoming damage does help quite a bit. All right, so what's my overall thoughts on this particular ant? It's definitely going to be very good against Guardians, because Guardians are, they're shifting more into DPS now, but they're more about survivability. So this is a good way to be able to knock out a lot of that survivability very quickly, especially in the very early rounds. So it makes it very effective against that. As far as against shooters, because shooters are designed to be able to knock out in early rounds, I think this is going to be pretty much more of a tit for tat scenario. I do actually agree with the suggested lineup of running the Golden Chaser, Spotted Velvet, and the Honeypot Amp. That's probably your best lineup to do. This is most certainly going to be more of a midline ant versus being a front row or a back row. It's definitely going to be a support for your DPS hitter that is in the back. But alright guys, that's pretty much all I got for you. Agnes out. We'll see you in the next one.